Final Fantasy 14. I'm joined as ever by my better half, Red Nova.
Hello.
And a few differences you can probably see. I'm now at level 74 as well. I did some grinding yesterday, actually. Not a lot, just enough to get me to another level. My money's also
Yep.
gone up at 975,000 now. So,
Yep.
yeah, we're there with that. If I remember the last time we had a session... quick note before anybody asks, may sound doped up and stuff. That is because I am. I'm on antibiotics, I'm on painkillers, and some other medication. So if I start talking absolute shit, I apologize. But it's basically taking all my brain power just to play the game tonight. But low on time. So what what were we doing last time? We were trying to get the eighth occurrence, I think.
There was that. We kind of continued the story, although if you want to still could, I don't think they're going to get hardly any eighth occurrence left in the area, to be honest. Because this is
I'm
one of those
looking. My closest one is 827 yards to the north.
the north. Yeah, that's the not obtainable, and I've got 786 yards to the west on my end, so that one is reachable. We just have to go a ways and get
I
there.
think you're also in the next mission anyway, aren't you? Because I haven't started the Still Tide yet, but
Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough, and I just started. I think.
excuse me. So what do you recommend? Should we do eighth occurrence, or should we just continue on?
Let's get that 1/8 occurring, because I'm pretty sure that's the only other one we can get right now, aside from any quests that may or may not unlock.
Alright, well, let me just come over to you then, dude.
Yeah. Let me see where you're at.
I'm on my way over to you.
Oh, I see where you're at.
I'm not gonna take me too much longer. I've just got to go up the hill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a little bit of grinding last night. Holy shit, it did not go great. AFKs and people just not wanting to jump into getting the thing once they actually got the option to jump into what you call it, dungeons and stuff. Didn't go great.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. He's dead. Yay.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Whoops, wrong.
No, no,
vehicle.
seriously, I
Hold
don't...
on.
Ah, okay.
There we go.
Alright. Off we go.
Yep.
What you been up to then this past week, dude?
Basically just the usual, honestly. I'm just adjusting my volume settings here a minute.
Oh yeah, yeah, no worries. Go do your thing.
Mainly in the game, because, yeah, I forget this music you can only hear for a limited time, so I'd like to turn it up to hear it while I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good music, to be fair.
Yeah. Because once patch Shadowbringers hits, which I know for us won't be quite a while, but still, yeah, this theme song stops playing in this area when that happens.
That's a shame.
A cheerier version of it, which I understand why, because, you know, the area's not as dreary looking as it is now.
So yeah, also, boys and girls, done some editing. This should be, I think, part 396, so we are closing in on 400 at this point.
Yeah, it's close to
I
400.
don't know if we'll get there tonight, but we will hopefully get there before my subscription runs out.
Be interesting to find out where we would be at when 400 hits.
I'm not sure.
Probably still,
fair, but
probably still here, perhaps. But
maybe.
if not here, we might be in Alizé's half of the quest over in the other area.
Perhaps, potentially.
Because, yeah, for those who haven't played this game before, we're basically in a early of the base game quest split, which happens pretty much every base expansion since Heaven's Word.
And we
It splits up
chose Alphanod as our first
one,
go,
yep.
yeah.
Yeah, basically, each character one just sends it to a different area that we eventually come back to later on in both cases.
Pretty
But we're
much.
here, like, early now.
Excuse me, like I said, I am quite beat as well, so...
Yeah.
Like I said, I spent the last fucking week really under the weather. Pretty much since we did that failed session last weekend, was it? I can't even remember. I've just been completely under the fucking thing.
Okay, game. Why are you
Unfortunately,
telling me to the north?
Maybe
Hold
it's
on.
near that wooden structure over there?
No, that's like... Problem is it's saying 363 yams to the north. My problem with that is that might be just far enough that's high up on that cliff and unreachable. I mean, that big cliff that
Yeah, I know what you mean.
is essentially the other half of the area.
Oh, I'm just getting a nice
And-
tour of this place.
Oh, yeah. And you fill out the map while we're at it.
Yeah, I'm
which
also getting a
is-
small boost to experience as well, which is nice.
Aha! Okay. Now I'm saying southwest 335 yams, so...
Yeah, okay,
we're
we cracked it. I'm guessing it's going to be
Yeah.
at the edge of that cliff over here.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. Because I've had some goofy spots like that before. Okay, yeah, it still says southwest, so we're pretty much not over there yet, but I think more in this direction, maybe.
You and Sam and that group managed to do any more of the 14 playthrough?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I see it. There's one here.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, there's
Where?
one right behind this big rock for me, anyway. Right to our right, to our left. Sorry.
To our left.
This one right here.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, I need to get. I saw it anyway. I need to get out.
Oh, to the east.
No, I am right here. There it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a sneaky place for it. I was thinking there was some other cliff here to have to keep plateauing, have to keep following.
I'm surprised you didn't see it. To be honest, we passed right by it. I thought, wait a
Well,
second, that's it.
I saw that one, yeah, but the problem is that went straight down, not southwest.
Oh,
So
fair
it's like,
enough.
okay, that's not going to be it.
It's like pull over. I'm gonna puke up.
Okay, now we're talking 840 yams to the northeast, so that's definitely not obtainable right now.
Yeah, that's got to be the one I was at near.
Yeah,
earlier,
because
so.
that big cliff over here, yeah, we ain't getting up there until later base expansion, which for us is going to be a while from now.
I assume as much. So I'm assuming that's most of our things we can get for now. Then.
Yeah, for the ones that are available on the map, it pretty much is at the moment for that.
Excuse me.
Some might show up in blue quests as we progress through the story, perhaps, maybe, but, well, one perhaps, but...
I'm gonna sit in the back, spread my legs. Not in a sexy
Yeah.
way, just enjoy my room back here. Maybe get a magazine.
That'll be like Noctis, is like, oh, it's roomier in the back.
I haven't seen that come up for a while. Fate joined.
Yeah. I love that when fates pop up in weird places.
So I believe that's pretty much everything we can get for the time being then.
As far as Aether Currents, yeah, there might be one, as I said, that might pop up on a blue quest, which it hasn't yet, but it may before we leave.
Have I got that big aetherite crystal there in the center of the small village?
No, we haven't been there until yet.
Oh,
Eventually we would be, I think, for like maybe a main story quest or two, but we can grab it right
Yeah,
now.
I may as
so
well grab it now. We're about to pass over, so...
I'll go get it as well. Yeah, the town of Wright. Alright.
I think we're at different sections, though, of the next quest, so I think I'm going to head and start the quest up. So I've
Okay.
got to go this way. I think. Is it east or finger I need to go? I can't remember.
I think it's gotta be east.
Where is it?
What does it
Oh,
say
yeah.
for the quest on your end?
Yeah, I've got to. I don't even have it up yet because I didn't start it, so I'm just going to teleport back to the still side or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over there.
Still tide, sorry. Yeah, it's over here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you said you're out of it since last session, but I thought it was like since the weekend when you were about to do that watch along, and obviously you couldn't do it.
That was when I was talking. I don't I said I have played the game twice since then just to level up a little bit. Like I said, I have got to level 74 now, so
Yep.
there's that. But yeah, we were gonna do the watch long last. Was it last Saturday?
This last weekend.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, and then
you said it got worse. So
if I recall, I think I was feeling shit all day, and I think we tried to start up a session, didn't we, later that night? And I'll be honest, I went straight to bed, didn't manage to fall asleep. I was fucking horrendous that night, and to be honest, I haven't felt great all week. But I know my subscription's almost out, and it's like I can't really waste too much time. You know, I'll try and force at least an hour out of myself tonight.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that turned out to be quite the money in the bank, in my opinion.
It was good. I think it was. I don't think it was fantastic, but I thought it was good.
I actually gave it a 10 out of 10 there.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. At least out of the PLEs that I've seen so far this year.
Yeah, then again, you've only recently started watching wrestling again, haven't you? That would have been your first Money in the Bank, I think. You watched live, right?
Well, yeah, that's the first Money in the Bank I ever watched, but
yeah.
I mean, there were reasons I gave it a 10 out of 10. As I say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, no, because I roll my eyes whenever people say that, but I just, as far as like things that kid in terms of how the matches played out, the results, and Enworth, I honestly wasn't really disappointed with any one of them.
Yeah, I'll say I was a little disappointed here and there, but nothing majorly bad or anything like that. I wouldn't say it was terrible.
I mean, I know people wanted LA Knight to win Money in the Bank, but I thought Damian Priest was also a good bet. Probably a better one because
I don't really like Damian Priest. I've never really seen much in him, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a separate thing.
Yeah,
but in terms of like who deserved to win it, because it's like LA Knight's pretty much over enough as it is now. He really didn't need it, to be honest, because he's got enough going for him right now as it is. As long as they actually, do things right as far as booking and all that.
I'll be honest, I'd have thought out of the Judgment Day, like, he wasn't even in the match. I would have given it to Dominic Mysterio.
No, that just
I'm just saying personally, I would have preferred that.
Oh, you mean the briefcase?
Yeah, the briefcase.
Yeah, he wasn't in the match.
Yeah, I'm just saying if there was anyone on the roster I would have liked to have potentially seen with it was Finger, because here's the thing, I've never bought into Priest even since his NXT days. It's just never. Yeah. He's not as bad as like say Baron Corbin or anything like that in terms of boringness, but aside of his one match, ironically enough, with Bad Bunny, I've just never been blown away by any of his matches or anything. Who won? I've already forgot who won the women's.
Oh, the women's tag thing?
No, the women's Money in the Bank.
Oh, Io Sky won it.
Oh, Io Sky, okay.
Yep.
Not too.
Basically, Becky and Bailey were kind of.
They got handcuffed, didn't they? Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Now. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Io Sky kind of pulled a little clever and handcuffed Bailey to the ladder. F. They're both stuck.
Although you could tell here in England, the people love Bailey.
Yeah, I took notice of that.
It's not just me.
I will say this, though. I give major props to the crowd in that event, because I think that's another big part of why I gave that event such a high rating.
It does help when the crowd's invested. They can turn a really good, or a really bad show into a fantastic one still.
Because, I mean, just the way they also helped handle that when that swerve occurred in the women's tag thing. When Baszler finally turned on Rousey.
Still gonna be honest, don't really get why they did it then, but whatever, I guess. That's their prerogative.
Well, I heard, what happened was that apparently Ronda's got a hard out in her contract. In other words, out of WWE, so they kind of have to, like, instead of draw it out like you were going to, and it didn't help that she got hurt earlier this year, too.
To be fair, I think, or what should I order? Ale, meat, or water?
I don't remember. I think it's ale, but... Yeah, it sounds like it's ale.
Okay. I don't know. I've just not been interested in Ronda since her initial return.
Well, yeah, I think that's...
She like, her first run through was great up until they started... there's a certain cutoff point, whereas if the fans do turn on somebody, then you need to not keep them like as the main person too long. It's one of the reasons people hate Charlotte so much, despite how good she is. People got bored of her, and the same happened with Ronda. They booked her too long as a face, and then when she did leave, everybody was happy to see her go, and nobody really cared when she came back. So
Yeah. Well, also the other thing too is even after the turn happened, how the crowd was cheering Shayna for it, and even on the Raw that happened this last Monday here, well,
yeah,
even if they intend to have Ronda be the face now, it's not going to work because it's like you had Shayna come out and she actually cut more of a face type promo, even though the way she turned on Ronda was more of a heel type turn, although she technically was already a heel, so to speak.
it definitely feels like there's two different people booking this turn at the moment. One wants Ronda to be face, the other wants Shayna to be face, and
yeah,
it's a problem because, well, it's not really a problem because the crowd will cheer for Baszler. They're gonna cheer for anybody.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing where they probably should go in that direction, honestly, because people, the fact they cheered loudly when they did when Baszler said the part about people being sick of Ronda talking on a microphone, and just the reaction from that is like, basically kind of saying what people have already felt. So,
well, that's the problem as well. Is Ronda's just never really gotten great on the microphone. Her skill has been mediocre at best.
Well, not even just the microphone, just Ronda in general. I've heard this whole second one with Ronda was a disaster, and that does make sense as to why.
I suppose. Yeah, you never actually saw her first run, did you? So
no, I just seen little bits and pieces, like her spot at WrestleMania when she teamed with Kurt Angle, and
that was her first match.
Against Triple H and Stephanie.
Here's the thing: she came in and, like, in terms of actual in-ring stuff, she got it pretty quickly. But it was one of those things where she was booked as a face for too long, and too much of a dominant face as well. It was basically like, you probably heard stories of how people hated the face John Cena run and stuff years ago and all that. And it wasn't necessarily because of his skill; it's because people were sick to death of babyface John Cena always overcoming the odds and all that shit and all that jazz. And then it got to the same thing was obviously happening with Ronda. She was being booked as a face when she just wasn't particularly booked. Sorry, I'm trying to think, and this whiptail will not leave me the fuck alone. Right, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing because it just keeps coming after me. This is personal now. 1 second.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand because I don't like when enemies get in the way either. Especially as I'm trying to enter a cutscene. Cancel. You are under attack. Well, you know what?
Same.
Fuck you. You're gonna be dead then.
I think I'm gonna get a cutscene in a moment because I need to knock on this door again.
Oh yeah, so you're actually a little bit ahead of me because I was stayed back in chatting.
Okay.
So I'll probably catch up anyways.
Yeah, you'll catch up pretty quickly. Alright, I'm going into cutscene. I don't know if it's voice actor or not though.
Okay, there's the other blending crop.
Ooh, lovely rats. Okay, there's nobody enough in there. Anyway, we're saying, let's say, if you want to see, like, Ronda, who actually does give a shit and is actually really good at it, then I actually do recommend watching her first run. Cause
one thing I know I did see from that was when she finally had her heel turn against, when Becky and Charlotte were in the ring that day, and Stephanie was there.
It wasn't really much. I don't really think it was meant to be a proper heel turn. I think they always tried to keep her at most as a tweener. Oh, I'm glad I went in.
I don't know.
The first run, definitely, she was never really proper heel. The second one, they did at least finally say, fine, just fuck it, make her a heel and stuff. I don't know, it's just... Her first run was actually decent. Like I say, she was just in the main event spots too long. Her second run, though, was fucking horrendous from the offset. You could just tell she didn't want to be there anymore, and she was only there because she was obligated to due to contracts.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think there'll be too many. When she does eventually go, I don't think there's gonna be a massive amount of people sad to see her go.
Yeah. It's been a while, but yeah, it's been overdue for Shayna to get a singles push instead of having to be teamed to Ronda all the time.
The thing
And
is,
even then, because here's the other thing too. Even when they were a team, I mean, you always came out to Ronda's music.
yeah,
and not Shayna.
she was definitely the Marty Jannetty of that team when she really
Yeah.
was better than that. And I think we've got to
yeah,
to cut some
definitely.
here.